Hey guys, today we're going to be learning a false cut called the swing false cut. False cuts are used in pretty much any card effect, and they can just be used to convince the spectator that the cards are being thoroughly mixed together, whereas what is actually happening is the position of a selected card is being maintained, or in this case the order of the entire deck is actually being maintained. So as you can see from the performance on your screen right now, when it's done quickly and in one fluid motion, it's quite a deceptive move and quite a good cut to do. And I'll also be teaching in this video a flourish that you can put onto the end of this false cut to make it look a little bit more sophisticated. So that'll come at the end of this video. So that's what we're going to be learning today. Let's get into it. Okay, so throughout this video I'm actually going to be keeping my deck in new deck order, so you can see that this false cut is entirely false and it doesn't mix up the cards at all, so you can see my deck was in new deck order there. And this is the basic cut. I'll just do it in slow motion so you can get a feel for it first. This is what it looks like in slow motion. Okay, and what's actually happening is we're taking the top packet and we're doing what's called a swing cut. That's why it's called the swing false cut. We're swinging it across to our left hand, then we take it back underneath these packets in our right hand. So we have the three packets going top, bottom, middle. Then we take the bottom packet back, then put the middle packet on top, and then the top packet back on top. So that's the move broken down. Let's go through it step by step. Okay, so the first move what we're going to do, as you saw there, was this swing cut motion. We're going to swing this top packet over to our left hand. So to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to be holding the deck in this biddle grip, like this. So thumb at the back of the packet, ring and middle fingers on the front. Your pinky can just hang loose here, and you're going to need your index finger to actually separate this top packet and swing it across, so your index finger needs to be free as well. So that's the grip, thumb at the back, a ring and middle at the front. So once you're in this position, you want to take your index finger and contact the top left portion here of the cards and pull up about, we'll call it 15 cards, 15 to 20. You might want to start with a smaller packet when you're just starting off. In fact, what makes it easier to learn these moves is if you just do it with half a deck. It's sometimes easier to control the cards, but if you're doing it with the full deck, it's about 15 to 20 cards. And you're just going to pull them up with your index finger, and you should find that you can just pivot them around your thumb like this, so you can do this kind of move. So we'll just cover that again. You've got this biddle grip. You take your index finger, you contact the top left edge, pull up about 15 to 20 cards, and you should be able to move them like this. You're then going to bring your left hand palm up, and you're going to swing this top packet over. You're going to extend your index finger all the way, and you take your left thumb and you lock this top packet into the crotch of your thumb right there. Just like that. And your thumb moves down and grips it like that. Your index finger can release and you pull away with your left hand. So now the top packet is in your left hand and all the rest of the cards are in your right hand. You can now grip this top packet with your left hand and just hold it in a normal mechanics grip. But at the same time, simultaneously, your right hand is doing that exact same move we've just done again. Taking your index finger, pulling up about the same amount of cards, 15 to 20 cards, and just swinging them around your thumb, pivoting them around. So that's the first step. Okay, so you should be in this position with the top packet in your left hand and the middle packet and bottom packet in your right hand split apart. You should be holding the bottom packet with your middle finger and the top packet with your index finger, with your right ring finger free, as we're going to need that to contact this packet in just a second. And then the next bit of the move is what's going to be the deceptive part of the cut, as you need to make it look like this packet here, which is the top packet, goes underneath and you want it to look like, as you pull out, you're going to actually strip out this middle packet, which is the bottom of the deck, but you want the spectator to think this is still the top, as we're then going to do that to complete the cut. So what's meant to look like is you take this top packet, and that's still the top packet when you've actually switched it for the bottom. So you need to do this quite quickly and under the cover of this top packet of your right hand. So what's going to happen is you take your left hand packet and you put it under your right hand, and you want your right thumb to contact the back of this pack and your right middle finger to hold it. And at the same time you want your left thumb to come over the top of this middle packet and strip that out at the same time, just like we did to strip out the top packet the first time. So you now have the bottom of the deck in your left hand, the middle of the deck and the top of most of these two packets supported by your index and thumb, and the actual top of the deck is supported by your ring and thumb. Next, what you want to do is you want to bring your left hand across again, and you want to swing this top packet as we did with the original top packet. You want to swing it again into the crotch of your left thumb. That grips the packet and pulls it away, which just leaves you with the top packet left in your right hand supported by the ring and thumb. You want to readjust all these cards into mechanics grip in your left hand at the same time. You're then going to take this top packet and just drop it on top. And that's the cut completed. And if we look at the order of the pack, we've still got spades, diamonds, clubs and hearts. So the deck has not altered in its order at all. Okay, so now we're just going to do a quick overview of that cut, because I know it does get a bit complicated in the middle. So you start off with the deck in your right hand in biddle grip. You take your index finger, you strip up about 15 to 20 cards, and you can pivot them around your right thumb. You then swing it across to your left hand, which grips it and takes it into mechanics grip. Simultaneously, your right index finger pulls up another 15 to 20 cards like this, and you're holding both these packets, the top packet with your index and thumb, the bottom packet with your middle and thumb. You take this packet in your left hand underneath the right hand packets, and you support this with your thumb and middle, and then you get your left thumb and strip out the middle packet. You then drop the topmost packet on top, and then the bottom packet on top, which leaves you with the deck not being altered at all. Okay, so now we're going to learn the flourish that you can add on to this move. It's a really nice thing to put onto a false cut, as it just demonstrates that you have skill with cards, and also it may help you out in some situations. For example, if someone's really looking closely at the false cut, they might work out that the order of the deck is not changing at all. But if you were to do this flourish, then that might distract their attention for a second, so they may not spot that the order of the deck didn't change. So that's a really nice thing you can put into the false cut, is this flourish. Okay, so this flourish begins when you're in this position. So just get into that position. I'll just go through how to do it. You take the top packet into your left hand, you split apart this right hand packet with your index, then you take the left hand packet underneath and you hold it with your ring finger. So you've got one packet being held by your index, one being held by your middle, and one being held by your ring. So that's the formation to start. And what you want to do is you want to contact the top left edge of the middle packet with your left thumb, release it with your middle finger and do that. So you're going to rotate it and it'll spin out. It'll spin out like this, allowing you to catch it in your left hand before putting these two packets on top and finishing the cut. And the order of the deck hasn't changed. So I'll just do that without the other two packets there. So we're holding the packet as we would with our middle and ring and thumb at the back, sorry. You want to contact the top left edge with your thumb, release it with your middle finger, and do this kind of move. You want to pull it towards yourself with your left thumb while pivoting it around your right thumb. And also something that really boosts the amount of spin you can get on, the amount of rotations you can get through this packet. If you thrust your right hand upwards as you do it like that, it'll actually make the deck spin higher, and then it'll drop into your left hand. So not only will it get more rotations in, it'll also give you more time to catch it. So chances are you won't drop the packet, because if you drop it, it's a bit embarrassing really. You just play 52 card pickup, so it doesn't look very good. So we'll just go through that again. You get into this position, get your left thumb, contact the top left edge of the middle packet, thrust your hands upwards at the same time, bring it out towards you, it'll spin out, you'll catch it in your awaiting left hand, and then you finish the cut, and the deck hasn't changed. That flourish is pretty hard to teach, because I can't really do it in slow motion because the cards will just go everywhere. So you're going to have to really, don't be afraid to try it out, and advise when you're learning that, just do it over like a table or something, so you don't have to bend down and pick all the cards up when it doesn't work. I'll try and do it. That's the kind of move, if the camera got that. So that's the flourish that you can add on to the end of it. Okay guys, that's it for this tutorial. The deck of cards I used in this video, if you're curious about what deck it is, it's the Bicycle Pluma deck. I think I said that right. Pluma? Yeah. The Bicycle Pluma deck. It's quite a nice deck, got a different back design, and the pips are actually smaller than a standard bicycle deck, and they're a bit different as well. I'll just show you a face card. The colours are different as well. So that's the Pluma deck. Anyway, that was the swing false cut tutorial. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, favourite, comment and subscribe. This has been Coop Deception, and I'll see you later.